Hey there, YouTube Landia. Steve's Hobbies here. I have had such a wonderful time the last few days watching YouTube content on the National, and it's gotten me so super excited to go to one event that's coming up for myself. And it is not the Burbank Card Show, but the West Coast Card Show, started by the Card Father over in Burbank. Really excited for this. This is, I want to say, holy cow, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 6th card show, I think. Burbank card shop went gangbusters and has done an amazing job. And now we've got a really impressive card show that happens twice a year. So really excited. I don't know if you can tell right here, but I am kind of mixed teams right here. You go Dodgers, go Mariners, like I go Mariners, go Dodgers, you know. Anyway, really excited. This week I'm a little light on pickups because I am saving money for the card show. It's the West Coast Card Show down at Anaheim. I'll be there on Friday. If I see anybody down there, love to hear what you guys are looking for, cards you're hunting for. We're all in this together, so it's just a lot of fun seeing what's out there. As I go through my pickups for the week, like I said, I only have a couple. It's kind of light, but what I'll do, I'll talk about kind of aims and goals I have for the card show coming up. So with that, let me just turn this around real quick, and I'll show you my pickups and do a little chat about what I'm looking for. All right, everybody. As the cards are showing right here, this is going to be kind of my goal as I'm going to the card show this year, or not this year, this August. And it's going to be a lot of looking for vintage Dodgers cards. In the past, it's been a lot of here and there, more kind of absorbing the climate. I usually get my fair deal of Star Wars cards. But this year, I'm really going to be trying on looking for vintage Dodgers cards. Part of it is, as I've started in a couple of videos that you might have seen. If not, go to my channel and start watching them. I got some cool stuff going on. But I'm working on team sets for the Dodgers. And one thing that I got in the mail is another folio 9-pocket BCW Basics folio. I don't want to zoom out the screen too much, but it's one of these things where it's another folio binder, and this one, the thing that's nice with this one is that it will fit penny sleeves, and I will be doing that as I collect my next decade. As I'm going through the series, I am adding, I'm trying to do 1 year at a time. That might change as I get into the 50s and 60s and 70s, but right now I'm pretty comfortable in being able to do a year at a time in terms of team sets for the Dodgers. So that I am setting aside for my next decade that I'm going to start working on. Like right now in my videos, I am on the 80s, from 80 to 89, and I'm working towards that, making some good progress. So like I said, if you want to check that out, go to my channel and select those videos. But just want to let you know that I have that binder for my next decade I'm working on. I'm still trying to figure out what that new decade will be. I'm kind of torn between working on the 80s Mariners run, working on the 90s Mariners run, or the 90s Dodgers. Depending on the day, I get torn. I say, well, I'm going to do the 90s Dodgers, or hey, I'm going to work on the Mariners for the 80s. But we'll see. I just haven't come to a conclusion yet on that. But some other things that I'm looking for, I got a card right here that I'll bring over is, so I have this right here, Ricky Henderson, 91 Fleer, Provision, and what that's kind of alluding to is this year at the card show, I'm going to be looking for The Ricky Henderson rookie card. I'm looking for a lower to mid grade. I'm not looking for a high grade. That's way out of budget. But I am looking for a lower to mid grade in a PSA or SGC slab with some good eye appeal. If it's a 1, 2, or 3 with amazing eye appeal, it's a home run for me because I am just looking to get the card. I am looking no higher than a 5 or a 6. Once you get above a 6, it's kind of out of my price range in terms of rookie cards. But I am looking for Ricky Henderson. Another one that I've been on the search for is Wade Boggs rookie card. So that's going to be one that I'm looking for, probably in a 7 or an 8. That one's, like I said, that one's kind of in the price range of what I want to look for. Along with the Dodgers here, I'm also looking for some of the later years Zach Wheat cards. So looking for the 60, 61 Fleers. And then if I see any of the reprints, I'll be looking for those, because even though the reprints aren't the real deals of the cards from the early 20s and 30s and teens, hey, the reprint looks just as cool while I save up money and find a right time, right price for the other ones. Then, like I said, just any kind of Dodgers, vintage Dodgers cards from the 60s or 70s. So I'll be doing a lot of looking through just decade bins and just looking for raw cards, and it's more to fit future binders. I'm not looking for mint condition cards, but I'm not looking for cards that look like somebody chewed on them. I'm looking for something that's pretty decent shape, kind of similar to these cards right here. So like this Frank Robinson card right here, it's pretty good. It's got a little rough edges here, but overall it's got a good presentation, good look to it. And then like the Willie Davis rookie card right here, it's pretty good. I like it. I mean, it's got a couple of dings and stuff, but the way it looks is what I'm looking for. This looks like a solid card. It doesn't look like something off the press. It looks like a card from the 60s, and this looks like a card from the 70s, and this looks like a card from the 50s. So I am looking for cards that are kind of period, probably mid-grade, and like I said, it's going to be for future binder sets. And then what I am really hoping for, I know this isn't the Mariners, but I'm keeping my eye out for the I believe it's the 1970 Seattle Pilots team card. On eBay, that card seems to fly off the shelf or goes for an insane price. So I'm hoping to find a good card, not a low grade, not super high grade. I'm not looking for a slab card, but another raw card of the Pilots. Because when I do my 70s binder for the Mariners, it's 77, 78, 79. But even though the Pilots became the Brewers, they were from Seattle, so I still would like to have them in there. I guess they'll be like an appendices in my binder to the Mariners from 78 to 79. And then anything Junior, anything Seager. I have my main PC that I collect a lot of cards of are King Griffey Jr. here, and Corey Seager, I think, is on the flip side of my Reindeer Studios card in the back here. So I'll be on the eye out for anything especially cool that's Corey Seager or King Griffey Jr. But with that, I'd like to talk about my pickups for the week. Like I said, I got my binder, but the two pickups I have, one is they're both continuing gold runs. And like I said, when I'm going for modern cards, I'm collecting the gold runs of players I like. So this one is 25 Topps Gold George Kirby. And that's pretty awesome because that gets me, I believe I have the full run to date with that. He's only in a couple of years. I think this is his third year as a Mariner. And so I have this one, I have the 24, and does it go to 22? I'll have to look, but I have, that completes the run to date so far for me. And then I've got 25 Jose Ramirez in gold. And this one is super awesome. I've been working on Jose Ramirez is, I don't know how you say plural Ramirez. Ramirez, is that like deer? Plural deer is deer. But anyway, anyway, really working on completing his gold run. As I've been collecting my Stephen Kwan cards, I just keep getting exposed to Jose Ramirez and just have really enjoyed seeing him play. So I'm now going after the complete gold run for Jose Ramirez. His gold card is going to be, it's going to take me a while. It's going to be it's got to be a right time, right price, because his gold rookie card runs a premium. But with that, just want to keep it short and just kind of talk about stuff I'm looking for at the West Coast Card Show. Again, I plan on being there just for Friday. I'm gonna be there with a buddy of mine. We have kind of a pattern of hitting the card show early and then kind of doing our own thing towards the end of the show. Keep tradition alive. So far, both of us have been to, well, he's been to every card show. I've been to every one except one. I think the one in Anaheim last year I wasn't able to make for some reason. But like I said, hope everyone's having a great time. If you're going to be at the West Coast Card Show, let me know in the comments what you're aiming for. Love to hear what you guys are searching for if you're here in California. And with that, as I say in all my videos, go Dodgers. I know that's an Indian, but he was a Dodger for a year. Go Dodgers. Go Mariners. Talk to you later.